Assalamualaikum, a very good morning to Dr. Shayuti. My name is Siti Aminah binti Maknayan with metric number S55592. Today, in this video, I will present the cooperative analysis about the two listed company at the Bursa Malaysia in the same industry. Firstly, I will explain the company background of both company. Second, I will introduce the related ratios of both company. Thirdly, I will calculate the analysis. And the last one is, I will interpret the analysis that I have been done. The first company is Supermax Corporation Berhad. Supermax Corporation Berhad is a leading international manufacturer, distributor, and marketer of high-quality medical devices, namely medical gloves and contact lenses. Supermax Corporation Berhad was established in 1987 when the founders started a trading business to distribute latex gloves. It also exported to over 165 countries around the world. In 2016, Supermax Corporation Berhad successfully commissioned its manufacturing facility in Malaysia after carrying out extensive R&D activities in United Kingdom. The second company is Top Glove Corporation Berhad. Top Glove offers a comprehensive glove product range, which now is include a non-glove segment comprising condoms, face masks, dental dams, exercise band, and household products, fulfilling demand in both the healthcare and non-healthcare segment. Top Glove Corporation Berhad was established in 1991 and headquartered in Malaysia. It also exports to over 2,000 customers in 195 countries worldwide. Top Glove Corporation also set its sight on higher aspirations, which include becoming a Fortune Global 500 company in 2035. In this video, I will using the liquidity ratios to compare performance of both companies. The liquidity ratios of a company reflect its ability to satisfy its short-term obligation as they come due. A company with greater liquidity will have an easier time paying its bill and is less likely become insolvent. The liquidity ratios have four ratios, which are current ratio, second, quick ratio or acid test ratio, and the third is account receivable turnover, and the last one is inventory turnover ratios. The first one is current ratio. Current ratio measures a company's ability to pay short-term obligation or those due within 1 year. Second, quick ratio or acid test ratio. It measures liquidity using the more liquid types of current assets. Its computation is similar to the current ratio, only that inventories and prepayments are excluded. The third ratio is account receivable turnover ratio. It measures how many times a business can turn its account receivable into cash during a period. It also measures how many times a business can collect its average account receivable during the year. The last ratio is inventory turnover ratio. It shows how effectively inventory is managed by comparing cost of goods sold with average inventory for a period. This ratio measures how many times average inventory is turned or sold during a period. To start calculate the liquidity ratio, here I already prepared the formula for the four ratios. For the first ratio is current ratio. The formula is basically current asset divided by current liabilities. So at here we just press equal and then we find the current asset. And then we divide it by current liability. Then we press enter. Then we got the answer here. And we also repeat the same process for Top Glove Corporation. We press equal and then we find the current asset divided by current liabilities. And then we just press enter. Then we got here the answer. For the second ratio is quick ratio. The formula is basically current asset minus inventory, then divided by current liabilities. And then here we press bracket current asset minus with inventories, and then we press the bracket again, and then we divide it by liability. Then we press enter. Then we get the answer 1. And then we repeat the same process for toggle operation. We find the current asset. Forgot to press the brackets. Then we minus with the inventories. Then divided by current liabilities. Then enter, we get the answer. And for the third ratio is receivable turnover. Receivable turnover basically net credit sale divided by average net receivable. Average net receivable is actually opening balance of receivable plus with ending balance of receivable divided by 2 to get the average amount. So we have to press equal, and then we find the net credit sale, which is revenue here, and then we divide. We find the receivable, opening plus ending, and then we divide by 2. We got the answer here. And then we repeat the same process for top block operation. And when they divide it with receivable, opening plus ending, and then we divide it by 2. And then we got the answer here. And the last one is inventory turnover. It also applies the same concept where the cost of goods sold divided by average inventory, where the average inventory we got from opening balance of inventory plus the ending balance, and then we divide it by 2 to get the average amount. So for the Supermax operation, we find the cost of goods sold here, and then we divide by opening balance plus ending balance of inventory, and then we divide by 2, and then we got the answer for the Supermax operation. For the top block operation, we also repeat the same process. We find the cost of goods sold, which is here, and then we divide by inventory, opening balance and ending balance. Then we divide by 2 to get the average amount, and we just press enter. So here is the answer for the ratio. And then at the next part, we continue with the interpretation. So now I'm going to start interpret the answer that we got from here. Okay, for the first one is current ratio. If the current ratio greater than 1, that means the company has adequate current asset to settle its current liabilities. In this situation, Top Glove Corporation has current ratio higher than Supermax Corporation. In conclusion, for every 1 ringgit of current liability, the Top Glove Corporation has 2.01 of current asset available higher than Supermax Corporation to pay for it. And the second one is quick ratio. A quick ratio that is greater than 1 means that the company has enough quick asset to pay for its current liabilities. The quick ratio of 1.76 shows that Top Glove has enough current assets to cover its current liabilities than Supermax Corporation. In conclusion, for every 1 ringgit of current liability, Top Glove Corporation has Rm 1 ringgit and 76% higher than Supermax Corporation of quick asset to pay for it. For the third ratio is account receivable turnover ratio. After the calculation, Supermax Corporation turnover is 8.28, while Top Glove Corporation is 8.87. This means that Supermax Corporation collects their account receivable about 8.828 times a year or once every 44 days, while Top Glove Corporation collect the account receivable at 8.87 times a year or once every 42 days. In conclusion, when Top Glove Corporation make a credit sale, it will take them 40 days to collect the cash from the sale, faster than the Supermax Corporation. And the last one is inventory turnover ratio. A higher inventory turnover ratio indicates fast-moving inventories, and low ratio indicates slow-moving or obsolete inventories in stock. In this situation, Supermax Corporation inventory turnover is 4.68, while Top Glove Corporation is 7.56. That means Top Glove Corporation sold their inventory higher than Supermax Corporation during the year 2020. In conclusion, Top Glove Corporation only take 48 days to sell average inventory, while Supermax needs 78 days. That means Supermax Corporation has weak sales and overstocking. That's all from me. Thank you.